Response on the whole Zwart Piet tradition in Netherlands. I was watching some videos about it, and I was looking at this black guy just right recently, just right now, and he said that it's offensive to black people because it's something that was meant to hurt black people or to belittle black people. And if one black child comes home crying because of Black Pete, then it's enough to change the tradition. Because as you know, they defend the practice, the Dutch people, by saying it's a tradition. But the more I learn about Black Pete, it just seems like he's a relatively harmless character. He gives out presents, he gives out candies to people, and I don't think it was meant to be a negative portrayal of a black person. Even if some people might say it's the historical origins of it may be in slavery. Now we have something in the United States. It's the reason why people might get upset, because they subconsciously they might look at the image of Black Pete, especially Americans, and they might think of minstrelsy. And the minstrel show in America, if you know anything about that, was a large part of it as an institution was meant to belittle black people. So they're taking their cultural context as Americans, and they're sort of kind of like putting it on another culture. Zwart Pete isn't a minstrel's character. Zwart Pete doesn't imitate, try to imitate the culture of black people like the minstrel characters did in blackface. They weren't using, Zwart Pete isn't using imitation of a black person's dialect like minstrel characters were. They aren't playing on plantation stereotypes like minstrel characters were. It's kind of like it's a historical, just a piece of their history. It comes from some. I heard people say before that it comes from the Moors. It's not even a slave. It's supposed to be a Moor.